It's time for another episode of Where Am I? So now I've taken a trip. I'll tell you it's north of where we are, but it's sort of south of where we were at other times. This is a state park in Michigan. Now, Michigan has lots and lots of state parks. Some state parks are available for camping and some are not, but you can still walk through them. This special state park is where logging used to be. In this state park, Michigan has some of the largest and oldest white pines in the state, and this is where you will find them. This used to be a logging camp. This is at one was at one time a logging camp for the loggers. And this is a chapel where they would worship. You can see the beautiful cross in the window. And then let's go here. Like I said, you'll see some giant white pines. To give you an idea of how big they are, this is a person standing here. The actual oldest white pine, and some of these white pines are over 400 years old. The oldest one that is known actually fell down in a storm a few years ago and is no longer standing, but the remnants of it are there. This is the size of one of the giant white pines that you will find in this special state park. Rivers like this would carry the logs, as you see this log here that's floating. Logs would float. So loggers would set up their mills and things downstream and they would log upstream so that when they would put the logs in the water, they would float down the river to the mill where the logs would be cut into boards. So these are some of the giant white pines you will find at this place that I am to help with those bringing the logs. These are giant big wheels. Now, to give you an idea of the size of a big wheel, a person would stand, I only stand about right here on these big wheels. These are huge wheels. These would be attached to a horse or a bunch of horses, and logs like this would be put on these big wheels so that they could carry them from where they were cut up to the roads. Now, in the wintertime, they would the road was great for was icy, so horses could pull the logs, but these big wheels made it easier for carrying logs when there wasn't ice on the roads. So they would stack them up on these giant big wheels, and they would transport them to the sawmill. So where do you think I am? Remember, this is a state park. It is north of where we are now, but it's south of other places that we have visited. See if you can figure out this special state park and let me know.